everyone, I'm so happy to see you here, and in today's video I really want to recreate this Wonyoung makeup on Western features because I feel that this makeup will suit literally everyone if you know how to do it correctly. So for this video I was collecting information from Wonyoung makeup artists throughout the whole TikTok and YouTube and stuff like that, and I really hope that you will like it. Let's go! At first, I want to make sure that my skin has no texture, and for that, I'm gonna use a toner pad and I'm just gonna exfoliate my face very gently because my skin gets red so easily, guys. I pay close attention to those areas like my cheeks, my nose, because it cleans my pores really well. The next step is gonna be a lotion, and I saw that this lotion is used by a lot of K-idols. I don't know where I saw it, probably somewhere on Instagram. It may be a lie, so I'm not promising anything, but that's what I saw. If you saw that we are done with skin prep, you are wrong, because I'm actually gonna use a glowy primer. We need to get our skin glossy as an egg. This primer is highly fragrant, which can be a problem for some people, but I really love the scent of it. It smells expensive. For a foundation step, I want something that is gonna last long, but it's not gonna be too matte. So I'm gonna mix two foundations together, and actually this is a trick that a lot of makeup artists use. So I'm gonna use Dior Forever, and I'm gonna use Clio Kill Cover High Glow Foundation. Dior Forever foundation is literally a foundation that is gonna be with you for 24 hours, but it's very matte. So I'm gonna add a little bit of glowy foundation in there, and I'm mixing it on my hand, which is also gonna give me my perfect shade match, because Dior foundation is a bit too light for me and Clio foundation is a bit too dark for me. So together they're gonna look really well. So I am just blending it with a sponge. These two foundations are my go-to foundation combo for every day as well, because it's gonna stay with me literally until the time I'm gonna remove it, and it doesn't look too much cakey, it doesn't look too much matte, it looks just like my skin but better. For the next step, I'm actually gonna use a color corrector. I always tell everyone that you need to use color correctors because your under eyes is gonna look so dark. Even though you're gonna apply 100 layer of white concealer, it's gonna look even worse. So you have to work with kind of shades like that to cancel out your pigmentation under your eyes. I'm just applying it like that, really generously. I'm not shy about this. And only after that step you can actually go to real concealer. I'm gonna use concealer from Alicia, and I'm gonna apply it basically almost all over my face because I wanted to say imperfections, but I have a lot of them. So I'm gonna just use it as my second foundation. I don't have a right to look bad when I'm copying Wonyoung makeup. I'm sorry, we have to look perfect now. So I'm gonna use a lot of concealer, and I let it sit for a little bit so it's gonna fix on my skin, and only after that I'm blending it out. So I'm gonna do my brows first while it's fixing, and I'm coming back to concealer just in a minute. For my eyebrows, I'm gonna use a Clio pencil, and I'm trying to make them just neutral. I'm not trying to make them straight, guys. Please stop gaslighting yourselves that you look good with straight brows when your brows are naturally arched. You don't need straight brows, okay? You are perfect just the way you are, and you were created like that for a purpose. It means that this kind of brows looks the best on your face. So just stick to your natural form. You don't need to make them super straight. And I think it's time to blend out our concealer finally. So I am just blending it out like that. I really don't know why, but I am beating my face while I'm blending anything like it's my last day on earth. So I'm not actually going straight to my face makeup. I'm gonna do my eyes first because that's what I see her makeup artist doing. So Who am I to go against the professionals? I'm gonna use eye primer from Urban Decay, and you actually don't have to do that. To be honest, I didn't see that much of a difference when I was not using any eye primers, but I saw that her makeup artist was using it, so I'm using it too, and I'm just blending it out with my fingers. So for the first layer of our eyeshadows, I'm gonna mix two shades. This kind of base light pink color with an actual pink color. And I'm gonna apply it all over the eyelid and the lower eyelid as well. It looks so pretty. I really like this kind of light pink colors. They really freshen your eyes. So since I have European eyelid and I have this kind of crease here, I'm gonna accentuate it because the key of this makeup is actually to work with what you already have. And I know if I'm gonna apply a darker eyeshadow here, my eyes are gonna pop. I'm gonna mix these two shades and just apply it on my crease and blend it out. What I also learned from some tutorials is that you need to make your outer corners a bit darker as well. Just like that, I think. They call it like V shadow. So it's basically like that. I also want to darken my outer corner, and I'm gonna use this kind of movie shades. I hope I pronounce it right. Always doing this, and I'm just using it right here. I'm not blending it into my crease, but I'm just kind of make my eye more voluminous. And again, this outer creasing. I'm not sure it's gonna work for me, to be honest. Okay, here we go to the hardest part of all of this process, because we gotta apply our gel liner to our waterline, top waterline. This can be a little bit hard for newbies, but you gotta learn how to do that, guys, because my eyeliner game wasn't the same since the day I tried it. So what we're gonna do is place our mirror like that, look down, and just go under the lashes. And just try look away from the liner while you're doing it. Just like place it here, look away, and try to draw it like that. For me, it's not that hard anymore because I learned how to do that. But if you are a newbie, please be careful and do not poke your eye out. But I really like to do that because it makes your eyeliner look like whole. Even though I'm not drawing my eyeliner from here, I'm actually drawing my eyeliner from the from my pupil area and go like that, but it makes such a big difference. You can definitely see how I didn't draw any visible eyeliner, but my eyes get so much brighter. What I'm gonna do next is actually duplicate it on my lash line, and I am blending it out vertically. Can you see that? It is so subtle, but it makes such a big difference. So after that, I am picking up the product from my pencil to my brush, and I am gonna draw an eyeliner. It's gonna be pretty thin, but it's gonna be kind of like a base for our eyeliner. You need to remember that your eyeliner shouldn't be longer than your eyebrow. What we're gonna do next is fixing our eyeliner with a black eyeshadow. So I'm using just the same brush, and I'm picking up my black eyeshadow and just going on the same places where I was drawing my eyeliner. This way, your eyeliner will literally stay with you forever. You can cry with it. I tried, and it really works. Next step, eyelashes. So for this step, I'm gonna use my eyelash curler and just curl my eyelashes like this. So I'm gonna use my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara first. I'm not gonna use falsies because I already have pretty nice eyelashes, so I'm just gonna work with what I have. And as a second coat, I'm actually gonna use a Kellen Aquan Indecent Mascara. Okay, so my eyelashes are pretty clumpy right now, and to be honest, that's the effect that I need for this makeup, so please don't judge me. For the lower eyelid, I'm gonna use a eye pencil like this. It's kind of like a bit lighter than my actual skin color. So it's not gonna look extra, but it's gonna give my Yesstyle more prominent look. And I'm just blending everything out like that. I'm usually drawing Yesstyle not because I'm Kriabu, because I feel like I have some pigmentation under my eyes and I feel like it covers it pretty well and better than concealer. And to set everything, I'm gonna use a light pink shade like that. And I'm just using it like that. It's gonna make everything more subtle and it's gonna make my makeup blend together better. I also noticed that Wonyoung have this kind of double liner, and I'm gonna use a brown eyeshadow like that. Dust it off and just draw it until the center of my eye, like from here to here. And I'm just blending it out. And I'm gonna go into my inner corner, and with the same eyeshadow, I'm gonna make my eyes look a little brighter. For the glitter, we're gonna go from the finest glitter to more defined glitter. What I mean by that is, first I'm gonna use a glitter like this. Basically, it's just smaller, and we're gonna place it right here on the center of our eyelid and a little bit up, so when we look straight it's gonna be more visible. And we're gonna go to more chunky one like this. It has bigger glitter, so obviously it's gonna be more visible and it's gonna make kind of like a 3D effect. If I would have an opportunity to use glitter everywhere and every day, I would just go outside with a full face of glitter. That's how much I like this particle, guys. I don't know, it's an obsession. And I'm gonna use the same glitter on my lower eyelid. What I also like to top everything up with is this 3CE eye glitter. Guys, liquid eye glitters is your best friend. They are not going anywhere. It's gonna be with you all day long, and you can actually control how much you apply it. And I'm usually using it on my lower eyelid and on the center, like really center of my eyelid. This is so pretty, just like that. Usually her makeup artists use nail glitter, but I'm not that brave to put nail glitter on my eyes. I mean, I am crazy, but maybe not that much yet. I'm not sure if you can see that, but my eyes are literally so sparkly right now. What I also like to do is using the same pencil that I used on my Yesstyle, also on my bottom waterline. It's gonna make my eye bigger. So I'm looking at my face and I see that I have a few fallouts. So I'm gonna double my concealer layer. You don't have to do that if you don't have any fallouts, but I just want to brighten my face a little bit more because I see that it absorbs a bit in my skin and I want more coverage. And for the next step, I'm just gonna powder my whole face. If you think that if I powdered my face, it's not gonna make my face glowy like Wonyoung anymore, you're actually wrong, and I'm gonna show you why on the next step. Alright, so I actually know how to make this iconic Wonyoung blush with this kind of glow on your cheeks like you applied the most dewy foundation ever. And it's not actually foundation, it's a glowy bar. Before all of that, I'm gonna use a kind of light pink, light purple blush, and I'm using it all over my cheeks. It helps brighten my cheeks, and it's also gonna make my blush blend more seamlessly. To make this glowy cheeks, first I'm gonna use a bright pink blush like that. And it's actually very pigmented, so you don't have to use too much of it. You can tell. It's okay, we will blend it out. Now it looks crazy. I'm blending it out with a sponge. And I am just blending everything out, and I am praying that it's gonna blend okay. It looks fine. And the key secret for this glowy cheeks is a balm. It's a highlighter, but it's a cream highlighter. So how do you actually use this kind of cream highlighter? Because I see a lot of people struggle with that. So at first, I am applying it on my hand like that and warming it up. I'm using my fingers. I am dabbing it in like that, and I lightly apply it on my cheekbones. That's all the secret. And it's not removing your makeup if you're not rubbing it in or something like that. You need really to barely touch your cheeks with that. But I admit that you need to be very careful. I also like to apply it under my eyebrows and here. Since we made our cheeks stand out, we need to contour our face. And for faces like Wonyoung, probably she uses contour like that, but I'm gonna actually do contour like this because it is my bone structure and this is how it's gonna work best for me personally. So I am just using it like that. I also apply it on my forehead, but just the sides of my forehead. It's not the whole forehead. And pay attention to this area here because it's gonna make your face slimmer after you did this blush look. And I'm contouring my nose pretty heavily because I don't like my nose because I feel like it's a bit too long. And my lips too. Surprise, to make it look more plump. For my lips at first, I'm gonna kind of like overline it with a clear velvet lip pencil. I'm just lining it like this. For the lip, I'm gonna just act like I have lip fillers, which I obviously don't because I don't have money for that. And I'm gonna mostly overline at the center of my lips. And I blend it out a little bit. I'm gonna fill my lips with this basic lip pencil. And it's actually a great way to cover your double lip line if you have such. I'm just filling my whole lips with that. I actually have two choices for a lippy right now, and I have this in-use lip tint that Wonyoung actually was promoting, and everyone says that it's Wonyoung lip shade, but guys, it is actually so dark and I really doubt that she was using it. I will show you what I mean. Like it is very pigmented and I don't see her wearing this kind of lipstick that often. I'm using it only on the center of my lips and I'm blending it out. You know what? Maybe I was wrong because now it looks super pretty. I admit that I may be wrong. And for the gradient lips, I'm gonna use this kind of very pigmented peachy color and I'm using it on the lip center. And I'm going here too. I really love this lip combo. And for the last step, to make my lips even more glowy, I'm gonna use Freeze 3D lip gloss, the shade Candy. I'm using it mostly like here and here. I'm gonna just kind of like blend the edges with a lip liner and make my lips even more plump. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Okay guys, here's the finished look. I fixed my hair a little bit and please let me know if you want a hair tutorial. If you want a hair tutorials video, because if you know me from my Instagram, here it is, you may know that I create a lot of hairstyle tutorial videos, and if you want more in-depth videos on this channel, please let me know in the comments, and let me know in the comments what do you think about this look. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!